guys, this is Daniela from Tell Me in Spanish, and today I want to explain to you the difference between three words that may sound exactly the same, but they are actually different. These words are I, and I. And if you're confusing them, don't worry about it. Many native Spanish speakers also confuse them. So today you're going to learn how to use them and you're not going to confuse them anymore. So let's start with I. I is an impersonal form of a verb, and this means that you're using I to talk generally. You're not addressing a specific person, you're just talking in general. I can be translated as there is or there are, depending on the noun that you're using it. And we use it to describe the existence or the presence of something or someone in a certain place. So as I told you before, I works or is followed by a noun. And over here I have some examples. Hay dos flores. There are two flowers, and you can see the flowers here on my little drawing. The second one, no hay agua. There is no water. Hay mucha comida. There is a lot of food. And I want you to compare example 2 against 1 and 3. I can be followed by a noun, just like no hay agua, or if you need to specify the amount of things or people that you're seeing, you can use quantifiers such as dos and mucha. So check these examples because this is a great difference between I and I and I. I is always followed by a noun or quantifiers if you need to count. And as I'm explaining these words to you, I want you to pay attention to the pronunciation too, because there is a difference between the way we pronounce these three words, okay? So let's jump to I. I is an interjection, and an interjection is a fancy word to say an exclamation. I is a word that allows us to express feelings, and these feelings can be pain, physical or emotional pain, sadness, disappointment, or annoyance. It can be translated as a, ouch, or oh. However, because it's an interjection, it can have many translations depending on the sentence that you're using it. Something that it distinguishes I in the written context is that it's always surrounded by two exclamation marks. And you can see them here. And because it's an interjection, the pronunciation is a little bit higher. We exaggerate it a little bit more because we are expressing our feelings. Check these examples. Ay, ya cállate. Oh my God, shut up. The second one. Ay, me corté. Ouch, I cut my finger. And the third one. Ay, no es para tanto. It's not a big deal, okay? So if you see the difference between the pronunciation between I and I, you'll notice that I, it's a little bit more dramatic. After all, we're trying to express our feelings, and to do so, we need to exaggerate our pronunciation. Finally, let's go with I. And the pronunciation of this word is completely different from these other two. Why? Because we have an accent mark here on the E. Because we have that accent mark, our stress is going to go to that vowel. Check the difference. Ahí. And ahí is an adverb of place. This means that you are going to use ahí to describe where something or someone is. It helps you describe the location of something or someone. And you can translate it as there or then if you're talking about time. I can work with prepositions and verbs, unlike I, which you know already know that it works only with nouns, okay? So over here I have some examples. Tus llaves están por ahí. Your keys are over there. Number 2. No quiero ir ahí. I don't want to go there. And check number 3. This one is my favorite because it's a perfect example that shows you that you can combine the 3 words into the same sentence. Ay, hay un ratón ahí. Oh my god, there is a mouse over there. You see the difference? So now that you understand how these words work and which context is the correct for each one of these terms, I want you to take this little challenge with me. Over here, I have 3 incomplete sentences, and look them closely because you are going to help me complete them. So based on the information that you already know about I, and IE, you are going to help me finish these sentences. Let's go check them out. Mucha leche, a lot of milk. The second one, que estrés, so stressful. And the third one, están tus llaves, are your keys. I know it sounds very weird. So let's check example number 1. Knowing what you already know, which word do you think is the correct answer for mucha leche? I, or I? That's right, I, mucha leche. There is a lot of milk. And remember, I always works with a noun or a quantifier if you need to measure that thing or people. The second one, que estrés. This is an expression. You're expressing your emotions. So we're going to use I. Ay, que estrés. And if you pay attention to the exclamation point, the exclamation mark, you will see that we had one before, so we needed to use I. And finally, we're talking about location. Están tus llaves. Ahí están tus llaves. Your keys are there, over there. You see the difference? So before we finish this video, I want to leave you with 3 things so you can that you can check in case you want to go deeper into this topic. The first one is a video in Spanish where you can check this same lesson. That way you can practice and reinforce your concepts. The second one is going to be a video a video about the difference between ahí, allí, and aquí. I know, other set of confusing words. They are not the same, they sound similar, but they are not the same. So check that video out if you're having issues with those. And the third one is going to be a video about how to use I in Spanish, just in case you want to check more examples and different structures. If you like this video, it would really help me if you can subscribe to my channel. That's it for today, guys. Bye!